I'm Jeff Siegel. Welcome to SantaAnita.com and our Friday video seminar as we examine all 8 races on the Santa Anita program. There were rains last night. The races are off the turf. Fields are small, so let's try to pick our spots here and start things off in the first race with a 6.5 furlong maiden event that was originally scheduled down the hill, now on the main track. And we had a couple of late scratches, numbers 2 and 3 off the program. Tashara, who was a contender, and then Mutually Benefit also would have been well backed. So this race kind of loses a lot of its depth. Number 7, Cute and Sassy, the Mandela-trained filly, outside draw, and looks like she's ready for a forward move. I thought she ran reasonably well last time out. She's going to get a good pace stalking trip. She continues to work well, and I would think that she is ready to win today, coming out of that live race that Lady Sweetness won. Also coming out of that same race, number 1, Candace Gold. I suppose you could make a solid case for her second time starting for Sadler since taking over this filly. So while she may be a maiden that has had 8 previous starts, she's only had the one for Sadler, so that kind of makes her a contender. But in a small field, I think I have to choose one or the other. Obviously, you can play them both and be fairly safe to get through when you're rolling exotics, but I'll prefer number 7, Cute and Sassy, because of the draw and the fact that she's lightly raced, and I think she's going to get a good stalking trip. So let's make it 7/1. Cute and Sassy, though, are straight play and rolling exotic single in today's first race. Moving to the second race, and this race is a claiming event going a mile, and I'm looking at a couple of contenders here. Number 2, Sunny Peace, also number 3, $2 this race for fillies and mares. Sunny Peace, freshened since December, so we haven't seen her for a while. She's coming off a win, and she misses a lot of time. That's usually not a good sign, obviously indicating that something has gone amiss. But she's a race mare, we know that. Always tries hard, first or second 13 times in her career, and she represents inside speed with P-Val. So at 6-5 on the morning line, Sunny Peace obviously the one to beat. Clearly no value at that price. Number 3, $2, now in the Mitchell barn, is probably better than her last race shows. She's stretching out to 2 turns, and she's usually there or thereabouts and figures to fire. I think that of the two, obviously $2 to win is going to be the better price. Either one could win. Let's use them both in an exacta box if you would like, rather chalky there, or just use them both in your rolling exotic. Sunny Peace and $2 to win, maybe slight preference to $2 to win. Third race off the turf here, American Wildcat, number 3, is stretching out today for the first time, and with Chris S. on the bottom, I think he'll be able to project his sprint form around 2 turns. There is speed in this race, just a 4-horse race with the scratches of numbers 5 and 6, Dancing at Dark, and Mazaran will not run, so no show wagering here. And if you have to play, if you'd like to play, you have one of 4 that you can pick. And number 3, American Wildcat, to me, looks to me like a horse that should handle the distance ground. He has the ability to sit off the pace and make a run. He's done that, and I think that he will be able to get that kind of trip with other speed in the race. And if he can project his sprint form 2 turns, which I think he can, number 3, American Wildcat can win. Let's put him on top, number 3, American Wildcat, in the small field in today's third race. Fourth race, maiden claiming maiden 20. This is the bottom rung for older horses, and the contenders here, numbers 1 and 4 on your program. Number 1 is Balboa Bay, 4 is Preferred Behavior. Balboa Bay is putting blinkers on. He didn't really get the best of runs last time out. I think he'll improve. Pedroza stays aboard, rides him back, and should get a great ground-saving trip. I think he'll show a little bit more speed today than he's been showing. Preferred Behavior, number 4 on your program. Beaten as the favorite last time out. Ran all right, though. Numbers can win, has numbers that can win. And switching to Talamo, he should be in the fray, and his best puts him right there as well. So let's use numbers 1 and 4, Balboa Bay and Preferred Behavior. Use them both in an exacta box and both in your rolling exotics. Starter allowance horses in the 5th race going 6.5. And the 2 main contenders here, number 3, Dime, also number 7, Requisition. So you can play those 2 in an exacta box if you would like. Number 3, Dime looks like a horse that will be finishing well. He gets off the rail today, which is a positive. Switching to Pedroza, looks like he's improving for Doug O'Neill and coming out of a couple of races, one on a wet fast track, other one down the hill on the turf. Looks like he should appreciate this hopefully dry track he'll get today. 7-2 looks like a good spot for him, and again, he'll be sitting behind and then making his run. Number 7, Requisition. P-Val got a good stalking trip last time, ran well, beaten just over length. In a similar race, his Byron numbers are getting better with each start. I like his draw. I like the fact that P-Val rides him back. Good barn. All systems are go for number 7, Requisition. Should be hard to handle. Let's use them both, 3 and 7, Dime and Requisition. Ever so slight preference perhaps to number 3, Dime, but we'll use them both in all of our rolling exotics. 6th race, Maiden Claimers, $30,000 tag, 3-year-old fillies going 1 mile and 1/16. I'm looking at 2 main contenders here. They are number 2, Toscanova, also number 6, Zees Chris, in a race that you may want to spread. Now we have an entry here of 1 and 1A, Warren's Jazz Walk and Warren's Peacock, even money on the line. I'm not seeing it here. I'm not saying that either one couldn't win, but at that price, I don't think either one has to win. So we'll take a stand against the entry and try to beat the entry with 2 logical horses. Number 2, Toscanova, is inside speed. She will be out on the front end or close to it. Does look like a filly who wants to give it up, but her numbers are improving. Another forward move today could have put her right there and make her dangerous. Number 6, Zees Chris, is first time over distance to ground. She has the pedigree, at least from the top side, to handle it. And she should get a good stalking trip. I like her, actually, Zees Chris, over Toscanova, but I will definitely use them both in an exacta box, again, trying to beat the logical even money entry favorite. So 2 and 6 in that order. We'll go down to the 7th race. 7th race is a good allowance race going 7/8 of a mile. And we are going to use number 10, Lady Sweetness, here as a single. A good outside draw coming off a smashing maiden win. Sharp number, sharp performance for Mitchell. She's going to get a great trip from their outside. She's come back and trained well since. And a couple of scratches here. Number 3, Dave's Revenge. Number 3, that's number 2, Dave's Revenge. Number 3, El de Hare. So instead of being in the 10 hole, now she's in the 8 hole. Should get a great trip outside and go on with it. I like number 10, Lady Sweetness. Figures to be a short price. We'll make her a rolling exotic single in today's 7th race. 8th and final, pretty good exacta or trifecta box here using numbers 4, 5, and 6 on your program. Number 4 is Liberal Arts. 5, What a Rush. 6 is Nuclear Missile. So 4, 5, and 6. Pretty good Calbred race here. Liberal Arts came off a layoff, was beaten as the favorite when he rushed up inside, was in kind of tight quarters, faded late. I think you're going to see a much fitter Liberal Arts today for John Sadler, and coming back relatively quick in 3 weeks, but I think you'll see a Liberal Arts, if he breaks today, which he didn't do all that well last time, on the front end under P-Val. Number 5, What a Rush, is a comebacker in the AC of Ilabarn, who has been training really well according to the private clockers. Another tribal rule colt, probably much better than shown, much better than his only start at Del Mar would indicate. He is Triple Crown nominated, so you know they like him. Number 5, What a Rush, major player here. And number 6, Nuclear Missile, a firster by Cat Dreams, bred for speed. Training well enough for Cesar Dominguez to give him a good look here, first crack out of the box. Worth throwing it at 8-1 on the morning line. That's number 6, Nuclear Missile. So an exacta or trifecta box, 4, 5, and 6. Liberal Arts, What a Rush, and Nuclear Missile. Use all 3 in all of your rolling exotics and in an exacta or trifecta box as well. That wraps it up for today. This is Jeff Siegel for SantaAnita.com. Thanks for joining us here, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on SantaAnita.com. Good luck.